Hello Otaku fans, in today's video we're recommending top anime where main character fights for revenge. If you are new to this channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button for more anime content like this. So without further ado, let's get started.
My body aches to be satisfied.
When Masamune Makab was a child, he was rejected by a rich beautiful girl named Aki Atagaki, who gave him the nickname Piggy for being overweight. Devastated, Masamune put great effort into working out to improve his appearance. Now a handsome yet narcissistic high school student, Masamune is determined to exact revenge. He will have Aki fall madly in love with him and ultimately reject her the next time they meet. To his surprise, Masamune discovers he has transferred into Aki's school. Setting his plan into motion, Masamune first begins to form a relationship with the brutal princesses, but, despite his efforts, fails miserably at his initial attempts. Shockingly, when Masamune finally progresses towards his vengeance, he receives a mysterious letter addressing him by his old nickname. Unless Masamune discovers the sender's identity, his plan is doomed before it even starts. Isawa Maria is a Japanese photographer currently working in Shanghai, China. Along with her partner Mino, she searches for potential newsworthy stories throughout the city. When strange events occur at a local festival, Maria and Mino immediately investigate. Quickly, the two are immersed in a battle between unknown masked men and a strange, white-haired woman. Just when Maria is about to be caught in the crossfire, an old friend by the name of CANAAN appears and helps Maria escape. But a sinister plot over a deadly virus soon develops, and CANAAN learns she must confront her past if she wants any chance at stopping the perpetrator and saving her friends. Alka is an assassin for the clan of the sword. She's on a journey to find the woman Jin Balal, who killed her master Han without feeling not unlike how Alka has learned to kill in her work as an assassin. On her journey, Alka encounters three strange women, each a great warrior in her own right, and grapples with her slain master's wish that she leaves the life of an assassin behind. When a shape-shifting demon with a thirst for human flesh, known as Yauma, arrives in Rocky's village, a lone woman with silver eyes walks into town with only a sword upon her back. She is a claymore, a being manufactured as half human and half Yauma, for the express purpose of exterminating these monsters. After Rocky's family is killed, the claymore saves his life, but he is subsequently banished from his home. With nowhere else to go, Rocky finds the claymore, known as Claire, and decides to follow her on her journeys. As the pair travel from town to town, defeating Yauma along the way, more about Claire's organization and her fellow warriors comes to light. With every town cleansed and every demon destroyed, they come closer to the Yauma on which Claire has sought vengeance ever since she chose to become a claymore. Lucy is a special breed of human referred to as Diclonius, born with a short pair of horns and invisible telekinetic hands that lands her as a victim of inhumane scientific experimentation by the government. However, once circumstances present her an opportunity to escape, Lucy, corrupted by the confinement and torture, unleashes a torrent of bloodshed as she escapes her captors. During her breakout, she receives a crippling head injury that leaves her with a split personality, someone with the mentality of a harmless child possessing limited speech capacity. In this state of instability, she stumbles upon two college students, Kauda and his cousin Yuka, who unknowingly take an injured fugitive into their care, unaware of her murderous tendencies. This act of kindness will change their lives, as they soon find themselves dragged into the shadowy world of government secrecy and conspiracy. Yoshino Takagawa, an ordinary teenager, is secretly dating his best friend Mihiro's younger sister. But when his girlfriend Aika mysteriously dies, Mihiro disappears, vowing to find the one responsible and make them pay for murdering his beloved sister. Yoshino continues his life as usual and has not heard from Mihiro in a month until he is confronted by a strange girl who holds him at gunpoint, and his best friend arrives in the nick of time to save him. Yoshino learns that Mihiro has enlisted the help of a witch named Hakiz Kusurub to find Aika's killer and of the existence of an entity known as the Tree of Exodus. The witch's brother selfishly desires to make use of its power in spite of the impending peril to the world. However, Hakaze is banished to a deserted island, and it is now up to Yoshino and Mahiro to help her save the world, while inching ever closer to the truth behind Aika's death. Night Raid is the covert assassination branch of the Revolutionary Army, an uprising assembled to overthrow Prime Minister Honest, whose avarice and greed for power has led him to take advantage of the child emperor's inexperience. Without a strong and benevolent leader, the rest of the nation is left to drown in poverty, strife, and ruin. Though the Night Raid members are all experienced killers, they understand that taking lives is far from commendable and that they will likely face retribution as they mercilessly eliminate anyone who stands in the revolution's way. This merry band of assassins' newest member is Tatsumi, a naive boy from a remote village who had embarked on a journey to help his impoverished hometown and was won over by not only Night Raid's ideals but also their resolve. AKAME ga Kill follows Tatsumi as he fights the Empire and comes face to face with powerful weapons, enemy assassins, challenges to his own morals and values, and ultimately, what it truly means to be an assassin with a cause. Painted in red, the word Von is all that is left behind after a terrorist attack on a nuclear facility in Japan. The government is shattered by their inability to act, and the police are left frantically searching for ways to crack down the perpetrators. The public are clueless until, 6 months later, a strange video makes its way onto the internet. In it, two teenage boys who identify themselves only as Sphinx directly challenge the police, threatening to cause destruction and mayhem across Tokyo. Unable to stop the mass panic quickly spreading through the city and desperate for any leads in their investigation, the police struggle to act effectively against these terrorists, with Detective Kenjiro Shibazaki caught in the middle of it all. ZANKYOU No Terror tells the story of 9 and 12, the two boys behind the masked figures of Sphinx. They should not exist, yet they stand strong in a world of deception and secrets, while they make the city fall around them, all in the hopes of burying their own tragic truth. In the year 5053, French aristocrats Viscount Albert de Morcerf and Baron Franz d'Epinay attend the festival of Carnival on the moon city of Luna. While Franz is just looking to have fun, Albert is seeking something more to fill his life, but he finds more than he bargained for in the Count of Monte Cristo, a mysterious and charming self-made nobleman who meets his gaze during an opera performance. Through a few twists and turns, Albert befriends the Count and introduces him into French society. The Count, however, has more on his mind than just friendship. He plots to finally unleash his vengeance on those who wronged him years earlier. GANKUTSUOU follows Albert and the Count's intertwined destinies and the ultimate price paid for enacting revenge. As a child living in the town of Lawless, Angelo Lagusa has witnessed a tragedy. His parents and younger brother have been mercilessly slaughtered by the Venetti Mafia family. Losing everything he holds dear, he leaves both his name and hometown behind, adopting the new identity of Avilio Bruno. 7 years later, Avilio finally has his chance for revenge when he receives a mysterious letter prompting him to return to Lawless. Obliging, he soon encounters the Venetti Don's son, Nero, and seeks to befriend him using the skills he has quietly honed for years. Set during the Prohibition era, 91 Days tells the story of Avilio's dark, bloodstained path to vengeance as he slowly ends each of the men involved in the killing of his family.